Okay, I'm going to do an update video on my Wii collection. More of a request by a user named Juan Alexis Solis. So thanks to you. I thought it's probably about time I do one, as it's been a while. I think the last time I did a Wii video was 2012. So let's get it on. The first games I'm going to do are third-party games, although there may be the odd exclusive in there. But the way I've got my Wii game set up, I've got exclusives and first party together, but I haven't had a chance to put any of the newish ones I got in. So let's start. So the first one is ABBA. I think there's an exclusive game, and that's partly the reason I own it. Plus, it was £1 at a boot fair, and it's sealed. The next game is Baroque. Billy and Mandy. Blazing Angels. Boogie. Chicken Little, Ace in Action, which is actually pretty good. Kokoto, Magic Circus. I've not actually played that. I got that for 20p. Create. Disney's Sing It, which might be an exclusive, but I haven't checked yet. I need to check on Wikipedia. Bakugan. Dragon Ball Z 2 Tenkaichi. Dragon Ball Z 3 Tenkaichi. Dream Pinball in a black box. I'm assuming it's just I think it was secondhand. Enclave Shadows of Twilight. Now I don't think this actually got a UK release. I think it was like German or something, but it's got English version. But I never actually saw this. It's got English language, but I never actually saw this get released over here. So Guilty Gear XX Core. Guitar Hero 3. Guitar Hero 5. Heat Seeker. Ice Age 2. Legend of the Guardian, the Owls of Garhul. That's a relatively new one I've got. I'm a bit of a Zack Snyder fan, so that's probably the reason I bought it. Manhunt 2. Metal Slug Anthology. Michael Jackson, The Experience. Monster Lab. More Game Party. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. NBA Jam. Nitro Bike, which looks a bit like Excite Truck, but it's not really. Obscure 2. Okami. Prince of Persia Rival Swords. Samurai Showdown Anthology. Sniper Elite. SNK Arcade Classics. Sonic and Sega's All-Star Racing. Speed Racer. Super Fruitful. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up. The King of Fighters Collection. Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, which is really good. I really like that game. Spyro The Eternal Night. I've not played that one yet. Lord of the Rings Aragon's Quest. The Secret Saturdays Beast of the Fifth Sun. Sims 2 Pets. Tomb Raider Anniversary. Tomb Raider Underworld. Tony Hawk Ride. I do have a skateboard somewhere. Where the Wild Things Are. X-Men Wolverines, another £1 buy at a boot fair, and sealed. I always quite like it when you find games that are sealed. We have Popstar Guitar. It's not very good at all, but it had a weird accessory, so I had to buy it. Transformers, Dark of the Moon, and it comes with a little transformer, and that's really part of the reason I bought it. I like special editions. And Brothers in Arms, Double Time. So I'm going to pause it for a second and move to my next collection. So I got to F in this row, realising I hadn't actually unpaused the game. Unpaused the game, so I'm game obsessed. I had actually unpaused the camera to record, so my arm is killing me from holding this camera for so long, so I'm going to get through this quite quick, so I do apologise. Right, let's start again. A Boy and His Blob, which come with some exclusive art cards. Now, I don't know if that was just a first print run or not, but it's worth picking up because the art cards are really nice. And I might do a video of the sort of special editions of games that come with things like. Next game, A Shadow's Tale, which is amazing. Academy of Champions Football, which is a bit like Mario Strikers. Alien Syndrome. Animal Crossing. Another Code R. Gunblade, New York and LA Machine Guns. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Battalion Wars 2. Battle of the Bands. Big Brain Academy. Bit Trip Complete, which comes with a music CD. Blastworks, which is a really good game for creating stuff. Bomberman Land Wii. Boogie Superstar, which is exclusive. The first one wasn't, it was on everything, but the second one was. Boom Blocks. Boom Blocks Bash Party. Broken Sword. Bust a Move. Call of Duty Modern War Reflex, the only Call of Duty game I own because it was the only sort of exclusive kind of version of that game. Castlevania Judgment, which is awful, but the soundtrack's great. Conduit 2. Cooking Mama 2 World Kitchen. Cooking Mama World Babysitting Mama, and the baby's over there somewhere. There you can see him just poking his head up amongst the amiibos. Counterforce. This is the European version. I actually had the American one for a while, but I really wanted the English. Well, it didn't come out in England. I wanted the European version, so I got it. Cranium Kabuki, which comes with some sort of weird 3D glasses. Cruising, which is a bad version of Cruising USA. Cursed Mountain, which is pretty good. D-Blob. I don't know the sequel because the sequel come out and everything. I've not had a chance to buy it. Dead Rising, Chop Till You Drop. Dead Space Extraction, which I will say until my dying breath that it is one of the best games on the Wii and possibly the best light gun style game ever made. Deadly Creatures. Def Jr., which is kind of fun. Co-op game. Destroy All Humans, which was originally owned by Billy. Dewey's Adventure, which is the English version. I used to have the American version. Disaster Day of Crisis. Donkey Kong Jet Race. Now, Donkey Kong Country Returns should be here, but my mother's borrowing it, so that's not there at the moment. Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo. Dragon Blade Wrath of Fire. Drawn to Life, the next chapter. Dragon Quest Swords. EA Grand Slam Tennis. Elder Saga. Elodies, probably one of my first Wii games after Zelda. Fantastic, really enjoyed that game. Emergency Heroes and Emergency Mayhem. I've not actually played the Mayhem yet. I played Heroes and it's okay. It's kind of fun if you've got a 4-year-old. Endless Ocean. Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey 2, which isn't exclusive, I know, but I wanted to keep Epic Mickey 1 and 2 together. Excite Truck, which I think is one of the best Wii racing games there is. Far Cry Vengeance. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Final Fantasy Chocobo's Dungeon. There's a couple of Final Fantasy games I need to get. I'm slacking. Fling Smash, which is pretty good actually. Come with a Wii remote as well. Fragile Dreams, which is excellent, really good game. Game Party, which isn't really good. Geometry Wars Galaxies. Ghostbusters, the video game. Ghost Squad, an excellent light gun game. Now I'm going to pause it and have a little break with my arm and I'll be back. Okay, Glacier 3. I need to get Glacier 2. I think there's a Glacier 2 anyway. GoldenEye 007. Green Lantern, one of the very few DC games on Wii. A GT Pro Series. Hyper Fighters, which is actually kind of good. It's like Afterburner, and if you can get it cheap, it's really worth playing. It's good fun. Ivy the Kiwi. Ju-On the Grudge. Kirby's Epic Yarn. Now, I don't own Kirby's Adventure just because it fluctuates in price. Sometimes it's cheap, and I haven't never seen it cheap, and sometimes it's expensive. Most of the times it's expensive. So I will get it one day when I can be bothered to put my hand in my pocket. Klonoa, possibly one of the best remade games of a PS1 game. Kururimpa, I can never pronounce it. Let's Tap. That comes with some boxes, which I'm not sure, they might be up there somewhere amongst the big boxed games. But that's a really good game. That's really fun. Link's crossbow training. Not crossbow training. There's no ghost in it, I don't think. Little King's Story. Mad Dog McCree, which is still as awful as it always was, but it's kind of exclusive and it's kind of cool. Mad World, which is a fantastic game, and I would love to see a HD version of it just because the visuals look so pants on HD TV. And there's so many Wii games I'd love to see remade into HD. Major Minor's Majestic March, not Majora's Mask. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. I don't own the yellow box one yet, sadly. Mario Kart Wii. Mario Party 8. I don't own Mario Party 9. I'm slacking. Mario Strikers Charged. Medal of Honor 2. Mercury Meltdown Revolution. Metroid Other M. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Minion Everyday Hero. Monster Hunter 3 Try. Muramasa the Demon Blade, which is amazing. Mushroom and the Spore Wars, which is actually pretty good. My Sims. I think I have all the My Sims games. I might be missing one. I'm sure. Comment if I'm missing one. My Sims Agents. My Sims Kingdom. My Sims Racing. My Sims Sky Heroes. And I do know which one I'm missing. I'm missing My Sims Party. Namco Museum Remix. Naruto Clash of Ninja Revolution. I only got the first one because number 2 is as rare as Rocking Horse. Need for Speed Nitro, which is really good Need for Speed game. It's actually really fun. Neopets Puzzle Adventures. New Play Control Jungle Book. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I watched Jungle Beat the other day. That's my excuse. Mario Power Tennis New Play Control. New Play Control Pikmin 2. I need to get 1. Luckily 2 is the rarer of the 2, so 1 should be quite easy to find. And before anyone asks, I do have Metroid Prime Trilogy, which is kind of, in Japan it was the New Play Control. I'll get to the special editions, they're on the top of the shelf. Right, next. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Knights. No More Heroes. No More Heroes 2. Wanchanbara Bikini Zombie Slayers. Opina, an amazing soundtrack to that game. Overlord Dark Legend, which is kind of fun. Pangea Golf with Style. Pokemon Battle Revolution. There's a few Pokemon games I need to get. I don't have on the Wii. Some discs up there. Naughty me. I think Pandora's there. Project 02. Punch Out. Rampage Total Destruction. Rayman Raven Rabbids 2. Now I used to own 1, and I got rid of it for some reason. I don't know why. Red Steel 2. Resident Evil Archives. Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles. And Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles. I'm going to pause it again just for a second, just to get my arm back. Okay, the last shelf for Wii, then there's a few more on the floor. Okay, we've got Rodea the Sky Soldier. Now, that's actually a Wii and a Wii U game, and it's got a reversible sleeve, but currently it's in Wii mode, just for this video. I might put it back to Wii U in a bit. Rune Factory Frontier. Secura Wars. Samba de Amigo. Sam & Max Season 1. I do need Season 2, but it's one of those rare games. Sengoku Basara. Silent Hill, Shattered Memories, which is really good. Silent Hill game. Sin and Punishment, which is fantastic. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Skylanders Superchargers Racing, which is kind of exclusive in the fact that it's different to the other consoles. Sonic and the Black Knight. Sonic Colors. Soul Calibur Legends, which is awful. Spectrobes Origins, which is kind of cool, and I've never done the special unlock code inside. Spore Hero. Spray, which is, it's not particularly great, but it's kind of like Super Mario Galaxy, I suppose, and it's quite a. I've never seen it in shops to buy. I don't know if it's rare or not. Spyborgs, which is really good for scrolling beat 'em up, but hard as nails, really tough. Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which is it's a lightsaber game basically, but it's actually quite fun. Super Mario All Stars, that's just the box, but the big box is just there. So mine's a little bit damaged, sadly. I'm annoyed about that. Okay, there's the next. Alright, Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is up here. It's in a big box. It come with a DVD. Basically, it would teach you how to play the game if you were rubbish. So, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, Super Paper Mario, Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World, Tatsunoko vs Capcom, Tetris Party Deluxe, House of the Dead 2 and 3, The Core Gang, which I was trying to get for ages. I think it was originally meant to be an Xbox 360 game, and then it went to Wii, and I haven't played it yet. But it looks kind of cool. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Munchables. The Skycrawlers Innocent Aces. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. Tom Clancy's Hawks 2. Tournament of Legends. Transformers Cybertron Adventures. Trauma Center Second Opinion. Trauma Center New Blood. TV show King Party. Ujaw Studio, I'm not sure if that's stuck in there. Ujaw SpongeBob SquigglePants. Ujaw Dr. Blowhole returns. There's a few more I've got to get those. On the Spider-Man one. Wario Land, the Shake Dimension. WarioWare Smooth Moves. Victorious Boxers Challenge. We Love Golf. The Capcom golf game. Wheel Spin, which is not very good. Wii Chess, Wii Fit. There's Wii Fit Plus would be there, but again, my mother's borrowing it. Wii Party, Wii Play, Wii Play Motion, Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort, Wing Island, Worms Battle Islands, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Zack and Wiki Quest for Barbarous or Treasure. Right, now there are a few games that are missing. Pandora's Tower is up there. There's the big box version of it. Xenoblade Chronicles is there. Legend of Zelda big box is there. And Red Steel 2 special edition box is up there. There's a couple of other games there. Wally and the Phantom Brave. Wii Music. Metroid Prime Trilogy. Super Smash Brothers. House of Dead Overkill. Conduit. And a Super Mario Galaxy Platinum coin. Launch coin. I think it's an American thing. So yeah, so that's kind of all the special editions I can think of at the moment. There's quite a lot of stuff here. I'm going to get a few more games on the floor. Okay, these are the last few games I have loose. I have some other 6 special editions. There's some tins over there, the Super Mario Galaxy 2 tin and the new Super Mario Bros. Tin. I also have, bar the blue one, I have one of each of the official remote controls out. I need the blue one eventually. But these are the last few games that I think I can find off the top of my head. So let's go for it. Right, this isn't really a game, it's just a DVD. It's an Epic Mickey DVD. Okay, these are American ones. Centipede, which is made by... it forgets me now. Way Forward. I love Way Forward, so I needed that game, and it never got an English release. Excitebots. I loved Excite Truck, and this another game that never got a release. I'm sorry, this is not. I'm sorry about that. It didn't focus properly. Right. Anyway, so then you have Flips Twisted World, which is a bit sort of Super Mario Galaxy. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, which is a Capcom game. Ocean Commander. I like shoot 'em ups. No More Heroes. I wanted this version because it's got the blood. The English one had it taken out. The Monkey King, another shooter that never come over here. Tornado, which is really fun. It's an excellent kind of. It's a bit like a game. I forget the name of it, where you roll things up. You roll a Katamari. That's the one I was thinking of. Katamari. Yeah, it's a bit like that. Japanese ones. This is Toshinden, Battle Arena Toshinden. It doesn't look really much like the Toshinden games that you may know from the PlayStation, and I've not actually played it yet, and I had a chance to, but I have all the Toshinden games, so I wanted that. Biohazard Zero, which I think actually come out over here, and I've just not bought it yet. And a game that I cried when I couldn't play it. I had my freeloader and it just would not play. But now I have a hacked Wii, I could play it. But it's just one of those games that looks fantastic, looks really fun, but it's all in Japanese, and I can't even start the game because I don't know what I'm doing. So it looks cool on the shelf. So yeah, that's kind of my updated Wii video. Like I say, I think there might be a couple of things I've missed. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Take care.